What's up, Lipops? Welcome back to another part of Final Fantasy XVI. In the last part, we went around looking for someone. What's this? Someone by the name of Ruzena. Um, we happened along someone called Verda. He wanted to test us, and now we're off to meet her. Well, hopefully we're off to meet her. He put Ruzena in quotation marks, so once you go flat.
Take a sniff, good sir.
Is that supposed to be a joke?
Is this the place? Lubo's Forge, the Briar's Kiss.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Ah, so it was the young sprig after all. So much for Ruzena Dalimil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
Is it not a woman? I thought it was a woman.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him.
Is it a guy?
Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
I mean, it's fine being a
See
guy,
if
but
he
it's just because
gets
they
it.
kept saying her. Is the name feminine? Oh no, Otto said it was a girl, didn't he? So that's probably why we assumed it was a
Lubor,
woman.
Lord Ferda told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second.
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity?
His what?
Why, trust.
Oh, sure.
Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I too have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way.
Just climb over the gate. Easy.
Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
As if you
So,
would stop me if I wanted to kill him.
What do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
No, I did just ask what you want.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff.
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalimil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day. What?
Sorry to interrupt you there. Forge Master of Briar's Kiss, the finest smithy in Dalimil. Lubar is also the desert hare, an ally said whose once went by the name of Ruzena Dalimil. A literal oasis in Velcroy, a desert. So this is actually the name of the entire place. A desert in the western part of Dalmatia. Dalimil offers goods, food, and respite to those travelers who endure the long march through sweltering sands. In particular, the hot spring baths, fed from nearby waters, will not only ease the pains of the road, but are also rumoured to cure all manner of ills, from boils and buboes? What? To the various afflictions to the groin. many of which are likely to be contracted at one of Dalimil's many brothels. Those who do not call the hideaway their home, but nevertheless lend their strength to Ced's cause. There are many of the twins who balk at the persecution of bearers, but cannot find within them the courage to oppose it. Knowing the fate awaits they should their sympathies be exposed, others take that risk, aiding Ced's bear liberation efforts with information sent by Stolas, monetary assistance, or direct actions. The alliance to the cause.
Trouble! If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you!
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
I love that saying.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play.
Can I get them all again, please?
Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
All right. Good luck, Uncle.
He's very restless, isn't he?
I thought we were
Torgal.
the only ones causing trouble in Dalimil.
So let's just go out and go to the markers.
Fresh from the grill.
Are there no chests about? I don't believe that there's no chests about.
You wouldn't believe how much he gave me. What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
I'm not a soldier.
Ugh, then be off with you. I serve the men of the rock and the men of the rock only.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking. With pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
Before I scare them off. Okay, sure.
Do you think they'll be back soon? I need a new dress.
Needed.
I mean, hey, they're making getting their money somewhere, aren't they?
The deposit.
I'm so confused. This way? I was like, why did that make a noise? But it's because it's on the other side of the building. Oh, look at the Chocobo.
Do you have a moment?
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dalimil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang for one. The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer.
And, I mean, the last one to go talk to. Oh. Dead end, this one. Go around. There's probably a chest around here, but with how bright it is on the screen, it's quite hard for me to see anything. Hello? Person over here?
Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either. Whoever's taking them, they aren't sharing.
Okay, so someone's hoarding
I'm
crystals.
starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. He'll probably be back at the inn by now.
This entire place is the end, is it not?
Why is the tavern shut?
It's you, the one who broke all our furniture.
Sorry about that.
What do you want? Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
I'm looking for my pal. Have you seen him?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but...
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him.
But what? Why didn't you just finish your sentence? But what? Where is it? This way? This way.
Huh?
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here. What are you doing, Uncle?
Probably just trying to buy passage through the gate, which, you know, makes us lose our cover. Which is a horrible idea. What you doing?
Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things.
Of course.
But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd asked for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act of subterfuge. What did you discover?
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town.
Okay.
I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere and pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then, just as you arranged, and put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult. It just goes to show one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face. I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner
there
of
we
the
go.
Veltroy, far
goblin
from
coins.
prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support if things turn sour.
Of course.
My support,
Let me
I assume
treat
you'll not
you.
be helping much.
I need a drink.
Same. Imported from across the sea, just one prick in yellow spiral will sing. Genuine cactar needles. Why would you want to be pricked by a cactar needle? Didn't even see it, just saw the X button pop up. Oh wow, this is quite far away. Don't know how I was getting there. Seems like there's an entrance to the right out of the town.
Lights and butts!
Do you think they'll be back?
Look how
soon?
nice that
Any
water
news?
looks. That
If
water
there's
is
anything like last
gorgeous.
time, we'll be able
Is
to
it like
go
confused
full
with Aether, or
moon
is that
with
just
it.
like kind of the color it would normally be? I would love to just go and swim in a river that color. Read that already.
My carpets have pride of place in castle.
And I believe we're going this way. Into the white screen. I know it looks fine for you guys. But on my TV. This is why you should upgrade your TV, guys. Is that chocobos? Excuse me, I'm sorry to fight you chocobos, but are you brown chocobos? Red chocobos? Are you? You're just brown chocobos. They didn't give me much experience. I'm gonna leave them be. Oh, look at Torgal. Can we get around this way, or how's this rock going? No, it's up the way. It's up the way. I wasn't sure if there was a passage through. Doesn't look like there is, though. Let's go all the way around the rock. It's nice getting a little bit of variety. We haven't seen really any deserts. Not that deserts are the most interesting thing, because they tend to be quite open and nothing in them, but variety. Variety is the spice of life, guys.
I'll take it from here.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
I don't believe him. Oh my Jesus Christ. Got a few crystals there, mate.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
Hi.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits.
Sure, sure.
And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them. Kill them both.
We can try. I do like it when people try. He's just in the air. Sorry. Oh, new enemies approach.
Over yet, Uncle.
Good! I'm just getting warmed up.
Cure? Who's curing? I don't know who's curing. I can't see where he is. Where's the cure person? Hold on. Move. Him? Yeah, it'll be him. Couldn't see. Oh, these guys? Yeah. Just you left? Nope, more people. New enemies. So many enemies. Takes a while to kill people now. Oh, a chocobo. Chocobo, why do you do this to me? I messed it. Why are they making chocobos fight me? How dare they? Bam. Pretty flames. Morning, Mike. How are you doing? Final Fantasy 16 yet. It's been like, what, 5 days since I've played it? I don't know how far I am anymore.
Well, that wasn't too bad.
Just chilling, playing myself.
That's like
Fair
my
enough.
performance, huh?
Are you further
I've
than me,
often
I assume?
played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard.
Barely played it. Same
You
as me
were
then.
magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
Probably.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly, buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates.
A bit further. I have the
Ingenious.
next icons. No spoilers,
This
of
was
course.
the
No
trouble you
worries.
spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalimil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is.
Just a few here, isn't there?
Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon.
Like, aren't crystals ridiculously expensive? So having that many crystals would make you just rich.
It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive.
What?
I suppose it could have been
What does
worse.
that mean?
Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not?
They
To
really
tell
are
the
because of the
truth,
demand,
you've
yeah.
helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades.
Oh, such a shame.
And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much, Greybeard.
Of all the... Ugh!
Here, wear this.
Oh, yay, more medals. Or, what are they called? Marks? Seals. Seals, that's what they're called. Except the Desert Rose from...
Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubor.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Ruzena Dalimil is back in bed with Sid.
I hope not quite literally, as you would have been a Wayne when you were dealing with Sid.
Omia Lostelan. Tu Isakelis.
I'll be honest, I don't understand how it works. Does it give me information on the owl? Oh, it does, thank you. Owl is capable of transmitting the thoughts of others, specifically those with whom they have attuned. In response to an ancient incantation, their lithified third eye stores these thoughts in the form of aether, allowing them to be passed on as they when required, but only to the attended recipient. Ah, okay. So that's really good to actually stop people, like, you know, like intercepting messages, because it can only go to the recipient. Solaces are mainly kept by rose nobles and other figures of authority for the purpose of sending secret or urgent messages, and are seldom available to the common folk. The incantation, Omia los elan tu isag ilith, can be loosely translated to, my will is now the burden, near left our bond shall be. Interesting. Emblems that says allies distribute. Yeah, I've pretty much got like 6 million marks. I don't really need more information on them.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive?
Say whatever you want. They're both my name, I guess.
So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold. Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
Quest complete. I forgot this was a quest. Follow the crystals. Got some money, got some reputation, got some experience. Is that a quest? Oh my god, there's side quests here, guys. There's side quests. No? I didn't know if there was going to be any speaking. We're going to end off this part for YouTube, guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to poke that like button, subscribe, and comment your comments, because they are comments. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!